Hi everyone, welcome back to another interview with me, Poppy. Today I am very, very proud to announce that I am joined with Kelsie, who I'm going to ask about her amazing career in the performing arts. Thanks for joining me. My first question for you is, how have you managed to get to where you are today?
It's been a long time actually for me to get here. So I went to performing arts school at 14.
Wow.
At boarding school when I didn't really think I'd go to boarding school or anything, but I went to a summer school and then they offered me a place and I thought I'm just going to go, and it was the Hammond in Chester. I always knew I wanted to dance, but I didn't really know what I wanted to do. And then when I graduated, I went on cruise ships because I still didn't know whether I wanted to do music theatre, but I had the best time. I had to get drunk. I loved every second, but deep down then I started to think, no, I really want to do musical theatre. And I tried to get a musical theatre agent and no one had taken me. So, I spent a year, I went to China. So even though I struggled for a little bit at the beginning, I still did amazing things because I opened my eyes up to other work. I'm just going to think, okay, musical theatre's not happening right now. I'm going to go travelling and I'm going to do the jobs that come my way. So I did a few dance jobs in China and then I went to New York. Right? And when I went to New York for 4 months, I auditioned for Cats and Royal Caribbean, and that's how I got into musical theatre, really. So, then I got an agent because they all helped me to get an agent, and then the rest is history. I've been quite lucky after that. I've had times when I've been out of work, but it's been 9 years this year that I've been graduated, so it's been a long time. And I made my West End debut last year.
Wow, yeah. What has been your favourite theatre to perform in?
The Palladium. It has to be. When I was younger, the first musical I went to see was Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Yeah.
And the first UK tour was Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I'd say Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. And my first West End show was at the Palladium. So it's great that it all. But I said to my mum when I was at 7, I'm going to dance. And I have. So it's got to be the one.
Wow.
The best.
Have you ever wanted to pursue a different career?
No, but it's only recently that I've started to think maybe I'm interested in other things. But it's more fitness based, so I feel like I'm moving I like doing things like that, so I've just trained in doing a pre and postnatal fitness course. Which I always want to perform over that, but then I know it's something to fall back on. But I always wanted to perform ever since I remember.
Yeah, well, sounds like a really good other career choice there, though, as well. It sounds really interesting.
Yeah.
What or who inspired you?
I used to love Sierra Boggess.
Mm.
She played Little Mermaid on Broadway. I've been over here doing a few, but I used to love her. And probably the old-fashioned musicals. Every single old-fashioned musical. I can't even say the name, just when watching Singing in the Rain on the telly, any old-fashioned thing that came on. I love Fosse as well.
Mm.
So maybe Fosse as a choreographer inspired me, because I watch his women dance and I'm like, oh, I want to look like that. I want to be like that. I used to have the Fosse DVD and watch that all the time, and I loved it. So I'd say Fosse, any old-fashioned musical, and then Sierra Boggess singing.
Yeah, who has been your favourite person to work with?
Person to work with? Oh, this is difficult. I feel the person that inspired me so much was the choreographer of Joseph.
Yeah.
I just see myself in her. There's been so many people that like Stephen Mear, I adored working with. He's worked on Broadway. But Joanne Hunter, who choreographed Joseph, she's just a little fireball and she goes so fast and she can do anything. She'll go, I want this, and it just looks amazing. And you're like, how did you just do that? And I just love her style. So I guess she inspires me at the moment because I'd love to be like her one day. But there's been so many people that I'd love to work with. So many. Even like every cast I've been, the people are just so nice, like on the cast. So I can't choose a specific person. But if I move the word to inspire, it would be Joanne.
Yeah.
Joanne. Yeah.
She sounds really amazing.
She is. She's choreographed School of Rock and she's a choreographed Cinderella as well.
Oh wow, yeah.
Rabba's new Cinderella. So she's done a lot already, but she's definitely going to be on everyone's radar soon. But she'll have done 3 West End musicals then. So it's fab.
How do you handle nerves?
In auditions, I'm not good at handling them, to be honest. I go really full out. I guess that's I handle it by overcompensating and being extra excited. But what I do try and do is just pretend I'm dancing in my room or dancing or singing for myself, not someone else. And I just think I'm doing this for me, and if it goes well, then I'm happy with it. And I'm not trying to, because then I think as soon as I'm thinking that those people watching me are judging me, it drives me crazy, and then I'm like, I'm doing everything wrong. And on stage, actually, surprisingly, once you've done a show over and over again, I don't know if other people get this, I don't even get nerves anymore. It's more like excitement, like, oh, we're going on, but it just becomes so natural that you're on stage that if anything does go wrong, there's always a way to sort it out, and nothing really does go wrong, touch wood, because you've done it so many times. It's like, so on stage, the first few nights, I really have to calm, or else I go too out. But after that, yeah, you don't even get nervous after a bit. But I don't anymore.
Yeah. Well, I've heard that from a few people actually. So it's obviously something that does happen, and well, I'd love to say that it happened to me, but it doesn't.
Oh no! I guess, have you done shows for a long period of time?
No, I was supposed to do one last year, but unfortunately I was unwell, so I couldn't do it. But other than that, no. So actually, I haven't really had the opportunity to have the nerves go away. I
guess more experience, and then you'll be like, oh, I understand. I'm just chilling now, and I'm going on stage like I'm doing a food shop. Kind of what it feels like after a while. You're just like, oh, this is great. Well, food shop's not great. But
what do you find hardest about auditioning?
Comparing with other people.
Mm-hmm.
Because you see all these incredible girls come in, and they're just looking stunning. And as you can see, someone that doesn't. I've just put my hair up like this, and I go into auditions like that because I want to show me, and I don't put loads of makeup on, and I'm happy with that decision. And then when I go into an audition room and I see all these beautiful girls with stunning outfits on and their pristine makeup, I'm just, oh my goodness, and that's my hard thing, that seeing everyone and getting in my own head and thinking, it's going to be terrible, I'm going to be terrible. And then also the waiting to hear. That is, I feel like most people struggle with that, because you put your heart and soul into something, you've got to the end of it and you're like, oh my goodness, I might have a job, and then waiting a month to hear. And it's not even, if you got a no 2 days later, I'd be like, oh, I'm gutted, I'm on to the next. But when you're just waiting, it's like every day you're waking up thinking, I'm going to get an email about that, what's happening? So the waiting is actually worse than comparing myself. Because with comparing myself, I can open up and think, actually, it's fine, I'm just going to go on my own journey. But yeah, those 2 things.
Yeah, that sounds completely understandable.
Yeah.
What has been your favourite costume?
Costume?
I loved your costumes in Joseph. It was amazing.
I was just going to say, I think because Joseph's in my the brain as well, because we were meant to be doing rehearsals for Joseph now. For this year, I was going to go back. It was really on my brain. And I did love the gold costumes. But when I worked on cruise ships, we had like feathers. And one of my dreams when I was younger as well, I wanted to be a showgirl so bad, but I'm not Tommy. And then I started to love musical theatre.
Do you find it really? Is it because I'm not tall at all? I'm 5'1", so, and I'm not going to be growing anymore. So is it difficult sometimes to find jobs that?
Theatre these days, you can be any shape or size. If you did notice in Joseph, my opposite, Georgina Parkinson, she probably is like 5'1", yeah, maybe 5 foot, and we were dancing opposite. I'm 5'6", which is still quite tall, but for a show you have to be 5'8". And we were opposite each other, and that wasn't a problem. But we've just both danced very similar, so I guess if we were moving around the stage, we looked similar in a way. and we look quite similar. But yeah, so I feel like it's maybe harder to get in the room because they might put in for an audition, because they might put a height thing on it.
Yeah.
But then in the room, they don't mind. And being your size, think about how many musicals have children in. And my friend Alex Bird, she covers the children in so many musicals. She's like 30, she's over 30. She might be 31, 32, and she still covers the children in musicals.
Oh,
So,
that's quite, exciting to hear, actually, that they're
yeah,
still
and
quite
there's
big fans.
niches. Yeah, and Alex, if you look at Alex Bird, she's tiny and she has work non-stop. She works all the time.
Oh, that's brilliant, yeah. What else have I got? You said that after a while you don't tend to go wrong because it just sort of gets in your head and you don't get nervous or anything, but have you ever had an embarrassing moment on stage?
I have. Chitty, I'm going to say it slowly now, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. We did it a year and a half. I should have known the choreography, and there was this time when I ran to centre, so I'm here and the other girls behind me were E, and I was right, I couldn't see anyone, and I got my toot suite, and I just forgot the choreography on the spot. I just blanked, and I started just sauteing, jumping feet in first for 4 counts, and the dance captain was behind me, and then apparently when I jumped, they were going down, so it was like, da, 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 and then I sorted myself out, and I remembered what we're doing. I just blanked, but I think because I was in so much of a muscle memory situation, thinking, oh, I know this, I just went enjoying myself, had my toot suite, and then just absolutely blanked.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was embarrassing. And I'm so full out, if you saw Joseph, you might have noticed, I fall over quite a lot on press night, not low, probably one job, and then I think, Kelsie, you need to pull it back. On press night of Joseph, I did a cartwheel over a boy, and I just did it on my own, basically. He didn't have time to pick me up, because it was meant to be over his legs, and he didn't have time to grab me, so then I just fell on the floor. That was embarrassing. There's probably been quite a few, but the forgetting the choreography was really embarrassing. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, my final question for you is just, do you have any advice for someone who wants to break into the industry?
Advice would be stay humble. Always be grateful, and just stay a nice person. I can't already tell you're a nice person. So everybody wants to work with nice people, and also it's not just getting a job, it's keeping the jobs and getting to know people. So if you're a nice person, you're going to want to work with you again. And also positivity. So stay humble and positivity, because there can be times when you've had a month, you've not had an audition yet, or you've had one audition and you've got cut first round, so you need other things to think about. You've got this YouTube channel, you could keep that YouTube channel going and do other things with it, so you don't have to really a job for your happiness.
Yeah.
Because it's not as easy as from job to job to job. I think my career looks like I have, but there have been months I'm like, oh my goodness, there's no opportunity. So you've got to keep the positivity up to think there will be another job. I have to wait and do something else in the meantime, keep me occupied. So yeah, stay humble. Okay. That would be my 2 things.
Well, thank you so much. I've really learnt a lot there. It was so nice to meet you.
That's okay. If you have any other questions, you can message me.
Yeah, thank you. I probably will.
That's fine. Thank you.
That's all right. Have a lovely rest of your day.
Thank you, and I'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
If you enjoyed that interview, and I hope you did, please like, comment and subscribe to find out when my next video will be up.